Hello everyone, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. This is Love Apparel, and today's video will show us how I went about the drafting and sewing of this beautiful top piece on my thumbnail. So if you're so interested in, if you want to keep on watching, and if you're to subscribe to my YouTube channel, please subscribe, like, share and comment on this video. So let's get started. I've gone ahead to mark my chest line, shoulder line, my bust line, half length and the length of my top. I'm using this paper for my drafting. I divide my bust span to get my nipple to nipple into two. I connect the lines. On the center half, I mark 1 inches. On the side, I mark 1.5 inches. But if you're on the smaller side, you mark half inches and 0.75 on the side half. So I connect my lines to the length of my top. So let me use my marker pen to highlight my dots. So this is it for my dots. So I extended my chest line by 2 inches. I came out with 2 inches for my chest line. I came in with 3 inches for my neck width and 3 inches for my neck depth. I connect my neckline. I mark my 2 inches. I roll the chest line. I came down with 1 inches for my shoulder slope and I connect the line. I find my shoulder to get my midpoint. I came in with half an inch for the curve. I divide my bust by 4 and mark. Then I connect the 3 lines. I divide my shoulder to get my midpoint and connect it back to my dart line. I divide my underbust by 4 and mark. I replace back the 2 inches that is going off. On my half length, I divide it by 4 and mark. Then I replace the 2 inches that is going off. On my over bust tightening, I mark 0.5 inches on this side, and the left hand side I mark half inches and connect the lines. And connect the line to my dart line. So I took what I have from my over bust tightening and replace it back. This is to give us another armhole and to make this dress relax very well on our body. So I connect my lines. I divide my hip by 4 and mark. Then I connect my line to the length of my top. I came up with 1 inches. I don't want my bust revealing and curve it back to the armhole. You can come down with 1 inches if you want it deeper than that. So after covering for my sweetheart, after marking my over bust tightening, I went ahead to add back 1.5 inches on the side of my armhole to replace the 1.5 inches that is going out. This is to make it firm on your body. So here I've added 1.5 inches. From original neckline, I came in with 1.5 inches. For a new neckline, I highlight my markings. I slope my new neckline to my new armhole line to blend it. So I checked I check to know if I blend my chest upper tightening, and also check if the two lines are equal. So I use my tape to measure and check. So I discovered that my side line is 0.5 above my center line. So I've gone ahead to measure again and add it up. So I use my French curve to connect it back to my sweetheart neckline. I curve it properly. So I mark 4 inches and connect it to my overbust line, just like you see me doing. And trust me, it will sit perfectly on your body. So this is it for our side center front and side front. So I'll go ahead and mark my dart. When cutting it, you stitch your dart. So that is it for our sweetheart and neckline. So if you want the tutorial on how we cut the corset neckline out, that's the back, I will still bring it up in my next tutorial. So that is it for our drafting. So after cutting it, I came down from my bust with 1.5 inches for my dart slope, and I slit it open. I use my paper stitch to tape it down. So here I wanted my yoke to be curvy, so I use another paper to remark my yoke. So this is it. Now I will transfer it on my fabric. From my half length, I came down with 4 inches. I want it to have a nice shape, so I used my French curve to curve it back to my hip line, and I got it leaving half inch for my seam allowance. So because this video is already long, in our next tutorial I will show you how I cut our corset with yoke back neckline. So here I've notched my underbust. So this is it for our fabric. I'll go ahead. This is our bag. Like I said, if you want tutorial on how I cut this bag, indicate in the comment section. Just use the pattern to cut on my fabric, just like you see me doing. Here is our back, and I used lace for my yoke. I cut 2 of it, although I still use my Ankara inner and placing the net on it. After cutting with my allowance, I cut my yoke. Here I've gone ahead to cut my lining and gum and paper stay it. Also I've cut my wadding and pin it. So I will go ahead to the machine and sew it with 1/2 inch. So I've sewn it. Look at it. Look at our cup. If you want to learn how to cup your brows properly, indicate in comment section. So I've curved it. I've joined my linings also. So I'll go ahead to attach my yoke. I use pin to pin it first. So look at our yoke. This is how I did it. I pin it just like you saw it here. I did the same on both sides. Then I placed my lining and stitch it first. After stitching it, I open it and stitch it again. For the back tutorial, if you want to learn how I cut and sew it, indicate in comment section. So please, if you are still here to subscribe to my YouTube channel, please subscribe, like, comment and share on this video. Thank you for watching. See you in my next class. Bye. Have a wonderful day.